A portion of this video is sponsored by Vizio. Hey, that rhymes. This is the new Andre for 2019, y'all. Talking about Square stuff. Aren't you proud of me? Hi, I'm Andre and I'm a black nerd. E3 2019 is over, so I'm kind of just going back and looking at some of my personal experiences. One of the things I got to do was Square Enix invited me to their press conference. I was mainly going there for Avengers. CuriousJoi, who was hanging out with me during E3, check out her channel. She has her E3 experiences up as well. She was super excited about Square Enix. She's a huge Final Fantasy fan, and so she wanted to see anything that was coming out specifically about Final Fantasy VII Remake. So here's the thing about me and Final Fantasy VII. I did not own a PlayStation. I've mentioned this before. I was a Nintendo fanboy for life ever since the beginning, but a friend of mine owned a PlayStation, and my friend got Final Fantasy VII. I would be reading the story while he would be playing the game, which kind of worked out. So it was kind of interesting to see this game come back and now being like, okay, Andre, now you got to play it yourself. I actually got to try out Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I thought it would be interesting as a person who watched Final Fantasy VII, the original, but didn't play it himself. What were my feelings? I'm pretty sure there are so many videos out there right now of hardcore Final Fantasy fans being like, oh my god, the remake, and putting all their details on it. But I'm going to give you the perspective of random Nintendo platformer guy who knows of the fantasies that are final, but doesn't have that same connection to tell you my experience. Unfortunately, I have no footage of my gameplay. We were not allowed to take any pictures or any video or anything of the demo of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So you have to just trust me. You have to take my word for it. This is the thing that happened. I do have a witness. CuriousJoi was with me, so she can testify on my behalf that I actually played the game. I'm not making this up. I promise, I swear. I just can't show you any evidence of it. My feelings about Final Fantasy VII Remake. First off, looks so cool. Like, just the fact that they have taken what was originally, you know, a PlayStation blocky looking, you know how the PlayStation 1 games are always great games, but you know how they looked. To take that and turn it into what this remake looks like now, wow. Cloud is on the comeback. Not only is he in Smash, but he's like, look at my game, look at me, I got stubble now, I am hot. And then Sephiroth comes in and goes, oh, you think you're hot? Look at this. It looks really good. Like, I'm just like, I was really super impressed at how this game looked. I was curious though, how is it gonna play? A lot of people have been saying it's very Final Fantasy 15 style. I kind of thought of another game in my head. Mine involved a Keyblade. But what's really cool about this game is you're attacking, right? You do like basic attacks. And at a certain point, you attack so much that you now are able to use a spell or use a special ability or that sort of thing. And when you want to do that, time slows down. Like, it gets total Quicksilver, like where everything's slow and you gotta go through your menu while everything is slow motion. So you're still doing all the special attacks and magic that you would do in a typical RPG, still a part of the action. It's just when you have that specific part, it slows down. Once you get used to it, it's pretty good. This is like a cool, innovative way to still do RPGs, to still have that natural style of RPG, but to do it in a way that still feels like an action game. I'm a total hack and slash. I love RPGs, but sometimes, I'm just being real, sometimes that bloop bloop, choose a thing, bloop bloop, choose a thing, that's sometimes a little tough for me. I did it with Super Mario RPG. Mario got me to do it. So with this one, to be able to do it action style with that slow-mo part, I dug that. I had no clue about Final Fantasy VII at all. Like, if I didn't even know if it was a remake, you probably could just say it's just another game, not even refer to it as a remake, and it wouldn't even matter to me. What I particularly liked too was that with just a button, with just the click of a button, you could easily change from Cloud to Barret. Oh man, it was just so cool, dude. It was really cool. Like I said, this will probably not replace the original because you always have the original. Plus, this ain't the full game. This remake is like part of a game. I guess it's supposed to be episodic, which I ain't gonna lie, a little concerned. You know, Final Fantasy 15 just recently had that whole like, oh, we got some more stuff with the game. Oh wait, what? No, we didn't sell as much, and people that worked on the game don't work here anymore. Oh, well, then never mind. But I just hope it's not one of those cases where this ends up being really cool, we really enjoy it, and then they're like, and that's it. Square Enix, they know what's up, they know where their people are, so they keep it to their roots. So with Final Fantasy VIII, they're just remastering it. It's still gonna be the same way that it's been before, but just remastered.
Oh my god, yes! Yes!
They're doing a little bit of that old school way of RPG as well as that new school way of RPG. I think that's the way to go. Like, have a little bit for everybody. I don't know what was up with that Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm glad that the game's getting DLC, but I had no clue what was going on with the story in that trailer. Why am I surprised at this point? I still love the games though. All right, let's talk Avengers. Okay, Avengers looks cool. Some people were like, oh my god, it don't look like the MCU. Of course they don't. Do you know how much money that would be? It's an original story, man. Yes, it's borrowing some stuff from MCU, it's borrowing some suits, some costumes, but it's its own thing, just like the Spider-Man game was its own thing. I need to know a little bit more about it, honestly, because it sounded like they were talking about how it can be co-op style, but they also mentioned that there's a story mode, or so I don't know if there's gonna be like a single player campaign style, and then also a co-op player campaign style. And I love the idea that they're gonna keep adding Avengers to it as the game progresses, which is all supposed to be free. So I think it has the potential of not only starting off good, but having some good extra content after the fact. Now, they just were showing it. There was no hands-on thing for me to play it. So I'm sure we're going to get more about it. I guess it's going to come out in 2020. If the Avengers game can even capture a good amount of the magic that the Spider-Man game did for PS4, which I love that game. I love that game so much because Spider-Man brought it. So Avengers, you kind of have to live up to Spider-Man here. And I'm just saying, you know, they said there's gonna be some special exclusive stuff or first time stuff for PlayStation 4 owners of the Avenger game. And since Spider-Man is on the PS4, it'd be really cool, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and that voice cast for Avengers. Oh my gosh, you got the heavy hitters, man. You got the Nolan Norths, you got the Troy Bakers, you got the Laura Baileys, the Travis Willinghams. That's a really good team up of voice actors. You're not gonna get the actual actor voices like you should know by now. They ain't happening. They ain't voicing the cartoons. So what makes you think they gonna voice the game? Cap got old for a reason. He's like, I'm done. This portion of the video is sponsored by the Vizio 46-inch 5.1.4 premium home theater sound system with Dolby Atmos. That's a name. When you're playing epic adventure games, the right sound only helps to enhance that gaming experience. Sometimes you can have off-screen targets who are trying to sneak up behind you or above you. Hearing the sound at the right time and from the right location can be helpful for your response and accuracy. So with the Vizio 5.1.4, you get a wild, booming wireless subwoofer with a 10-inch driver. Room-shaking bass to make you feel like you're in the game. And there's 4 upward-firing speakers in the set, 2 in the soundbar and 2 in the rear satellite speakers. So say you have a game that has falling rain or a helicopter flying by, you'll actually hear the sound above you as opposed to at ear level. That's pretty cool. Click the link in the description below to check out the Vizio 46-inch 5.1.4 premium home theater sound system with Dolby Atmos. Did I get it? I think I did. And thanks again to Vizio for sponsoring this portion of the video. What are your thoughts about Final Fantasy VII Remake? Do you think it's a good idea to turn classic RPGs into a more action style system with a little bit of RPG elements? Or do you think that RPGs should stay classic the way they are, maybe remaster them or change up the graphics? I personally think there's room for both. And I have to say that I really enjoyed what FF7 had to get out there. Thoughts about Avengers as well. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you check out all my other E3 videos. And if you like what you see here, subscribe to this channel. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000.